4 seafoods seniors should avoid, and 4 they should eat every single day. These aren't making headlines, and that's no accident. Ever wonder why no one's shouting about them? Here's the truth. Because seafood is a multi-billion-dollar global empire, and these 4 culprits are at the heart of its profits. They're not just common, they're everywhere. On restaurant menus, in grocery store freezers, and especially in diets of older adults. The shocking part? Over 99% of seniors have no idea. And the one seafood that could ease joint pain and help restore collagen? It's hidden because it won't make the industry rich. Most seniors believe seafood is the healthiest part of their meal. What they don't realize is they've been misled. In today's video, we're revealing the 4 worst seafoods no one over 60 should go near, and the 4 best ones every senior should enjoy daily. We've ranked them from least harmful to most toxic based on hard evidence. This isn't just opinion, it's rooted in real, peer-reviewed science. We've pored over the data, and every study we mention is linked in the description. But before we dive in, we want to hear from you. Where in the world are you watching from? Drop us a comment. We're reading and replying to every single one. Now let's get started with the first seafood you need to cut out immediately, especially if you've been dealing with achy joints, high cholesterol, or that constant, unexplained fatigue. Number 4, squid. It might appear innocent, elegant on a dinner plate, even gourmet in some circles. But for seniors, squid is a sneaky metabolic hazard. At first glance, it seems like a smart pick. Low in fat, packed with protein. But dig a little deeper, and things take a turn. Squid is alarmingly high in cholesterol. Just 3 ounces of cooked squid carry about 198 milligrams of cholesterol. That's more than 65% of your recommended daily limit packed into one small serving. The issue? Once you hit 60, your liver doesn't process cholesterol the way it used to. It slows down, and that means every bite of cholesterol-heavy food has a bigger impact on your blood levels than it did decades ago. In fact, a 2021 study in the journal Nutrients found that older adults who consumed high levels of dietary cholesterol were 43% more likely to show signs of arterial stiffness and had a 31% increased risk of serious cardiovascular events. That stiffness, it's a red flag for strokes and heart attacks in seniors, but that's not the only concern. Squid is rich in purines, which the body breaks down into uric acid. And for older adults, that's a serious issue. As we age, our ability to flush out uric acid drops dramatically. When it builds up, it turns into sharp crystals inside the joints, triggering intense pain and inflammation, better known as gout. Gout is especially common after 60, and seafood like squid is a known trigger. A study in the Journal of Gerontology found that seniors who ate purine-rich seafood more than twice weekly were 54% more likely to suffer chronic joint inflammation over a 2-year span. So if you've been choosing squid as a healthier seafood option, it's time to rethink that. For seniors, especially anyone managing high cholesterol, blood pressure, or even mild joint pain, squid is one of the most misleading and harmful items on the menu. It may look harmless on the outside, but once inside your system, it can quietly spark internal inflammation that builds up over time. And if your mornings have been marked by stiff knees, unexplained swelling, or those sudden blood pressure spikes, squid could be playing a hidden role. Stay with us, because coming up, we'll reveal the number 1 seafood proven to combat those very symptoms. But first, let's move on to the next major offender. It's a sushi bar staple and buffet favorite. But once you're over 60, it can do serious damage to your immune system. Number 3, imitation crab, surimi. It looks like crab, it's shaped like crab, and it even smells a bit like crab. But don't be fooled. Imitation crab is as authentic as spray-on cheese. And for seniors, it's one of the worst seafood frauds you can put on your plate. Why is it so harmful? It all starts with what's inside. Imitation crab is made from surimi, a processed white paste made by grinding up leftover fish bits, typically pollock, then mixing them with starches, sugar, salt, and artificial flavors. By the time it's shaped into those familiar sticks, it's not seafood anymore. It's a synthetic, engineered imitation. One of the biggest red flags for seniors is how quickly imitation crab spikes blood sugar. A 2020 study in the journal Clinical Nutrition revealed that eating surimi causes a blood sugar surge almost identical to eating white bread. The starches, like tapioca and wheat, break down rapidly and flood the bloodstream with glucose. For seniors already dealing with prediabetes, insulin resistance, or type 2 diabetes, that's a recipe for disaster. The same study reported that older adults who ate surimi 3 times a week had insulin levels 2.6 times higher than those who avoided it. But it doesn't stop there. Imitation crab is loaded with sodium. Just one serving can pack over 700 milligrams of salt, and that's not even counting the sauces or dips you add at the table. High sodium is a major risk factor for high blood pressure, which only gets more dangerous as we age. With stiffening arteries and slower kidney function, your body struggles to handle excess salt. Additives like MSG only worsen the problem, causing headaches, bloating, and dizziness in many older adults. So while imitation crab may look convenient and seem affordable, it's quietly undermining your health. It's high in sugar, salt, and lab-made chemicals, and brings almost none of the nutrition found in real shellfish. Worst of all, it creates the illusion of healthy eating. Don't be misled. There are much better ways to enjoy the flavor and benefits of seafood without compromising your metabolism. And in just a moment, we'll introduce one of them. A natural shellfish so packed with trace minerals, it's being studied for its potential to help rebuild damaged knees. But before we get to that, let's uncover another seafood that may be sitting in your freezer right now, and it's even worse than imitation crab. Number 2, scallops. They might look like the gentle darlings of the seafood world, small, delicate, and served with finesse in upscale restaurants. But for seniors, especially those over 60, scallops can quietly cause major problems in the body. Their innocent appearance hides a dangerous truth. They're loaded with cadmium. This toxic metal tends to accumulate in filter feeders like scallops, soaking it up from their environment. And unlike waterborne pollutants that vary, cadmium is a natural part of the scallop itself. Once it's in your body, the kidneys take the biggest hit. A 2022 study published in Toxicology Reports found that scallops from different regions contain cadmium levels as high as 1.8 micrograms per gram of tissue. That may not sound like much until you consider the World Health Organization's safe weekly intake limit, just 7 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. For a 70-kilogram senior, that means a few modest scallop portions a week could bring you dangerously close to toxic exposure. Worse still, cadmium doesn't just pass through, it builds up in the kidneys, slowly degrading their ability to function. And here's the catch. Seniors already have reduced kidney performance as part of normal aging. That makes flushing out heavy metals even harder. Over time, this toxic buildup can lead to protein in the urine, rising blood pressure, and a dramatic drop in energy. But it's not just your kidneys at risk. Scallops are also shockingly low in omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for senior health. Omega-3s support everything from brain sharpness to joint comfort and inflammation balance. 3 areas where most older adults need extra support. So even if you're eating scallops for their seafood benefits, you're not getting much. Just 100 grams of scallops offer under 30 milligrams of EPA and DHA combined. Compare that to oysters, which provide over 500 milligrams in the same amount. That's a huge nutritional gap. What's more, scallops often come dressed in heavy sauces or oils that only add to the problem. They may look like a safe, elegant option, but for seniors, they can behave like a creeping toxin, causing cumulative damage with no warning signs until it's too late. But we're not done yet. There's still one seafood that outranks all others in danger. It's small, it's rubbery, and it sneaks into everything from stir-fries to soups. And new research shows it could be speeding up arthritis and pushing your blood lipids into the danger zone faster than almost any other marine food. Number 1, shrimp. Shrimp may look like a safe, light seafood choice, but for seniors, it could be one of the most dangerous. And it's not due to contamination or poor cooking techniques. It's because of what shrimp naturally contains and how those elements affect the aging body. For starters, shrimp is packed with cholesterol. Just 3 ounces, a small handful, deliver around 180 milligrams of cholesterol. For those over 60, that's a serious concern. As we age, our arteries become less flexible, liver function slows down, and our susceptibility to heart disease climbs. A 2021 study in Circulation followed 8,700 adults over the age of 60 and found that people consuming more than 300 milligrams of dietary cholesterol daily had a 35% higher risk of stroke and a 24% higher chance of developing coronary heart disease compared to those who stayed under 150 milligrams. But cholesterol is only the beginning. Shrimp contains a muscle protein called tropomyosin, which becomes increasingly difficult for older digestive systems to handle. That's why shrimp ranks among the world's top food allergens. Even individuals with no prior history of allergies can suddenly react after 60 as the immune system becomes more unpredictable with age. Researchers from the Journal of Allergy and Clinical Immunology found that 14% of newly developed shellfish allergies in seniors emerged after the age of 65, often without warning. Reactions can range from skin rashes to severe anaphylaxis. Even milder symptoms like gut inflammation can worsen existing conditions, such as irritable bowel syndrome, constipation, or leaky gut, issues already common in older adults. And there's another overlooked concern: chitin. That's the tough outer shell of the shrimp. Even after cleaning, tiny fragments often remain in the meat. Chitin is a type of indigestible fiber, and while harmless in small doses, it can create digestive discomfort for seniors, leading to gas, bloating, and even intestinal irritation. But here's where it gets worse. Most shrimp on the market today are farm-raised, especially the kinds found in frozen bags or sold in bulk. These farm shrimp are frequently treated with antibiotics such as oxytetracycline and enrofloxacin, substances banned in many countries but still found in imports. A 2022 food control study discovered that over 42% of frozen shrimp samples from Southeast Asia contained detectable antibiotic residues. Regular exposure can disrupt the gut microbiome, encourage antibiotic resistance, and create lasting metabolic issues in seniors. So if you've been choosing shrimp as a lean protein source, it's time to reconsider. For older adults, shrimp can be a hidden metabolic bomb, full of cholesterol, hard-to-process proteins, irritating shell fragments, residual antibiotics, and chemical preservatives. That's why shrimp earns the top spot on this list of seafoods to avoid. Now that you know which ones to cut out, it's time to shift gears, because next we're diving into the 4 best marine foods every senior should be enjoying. And the number one option among them? It's been scientifically shown to rebuild cartilage, reduce joint swelling, and help reverse some of the most common symptoms of aging. Number 4, sea cucumber. It may look a little odd at first glance, but sea cucumber is one of the most powerful marine superfoods for seniors aiming to ease joint pain, improve skin, and move more freely. This ocean dweller is loaded with collagen-like nutrients and potent anti-inflammatory compounds that become increasingly important after age 60. According to the International Journal of Molecular Sciences, seniors who took sea cucumber extract daily saw a 35% drop in joint pain and noticeable improvements in flexibility within just 12 weeks. The key lies in special compounds called triterpene glycosides. These naturally occurring substances target chronic inflammation and help shield cartilage from wear and tear. Unlike conventional pain medications, they offer relief without irritating the stomach. Sea cucumber is also a rich source of chondroitin sulfate, a well-known joint supplement ingredient, delivered in a form that your body absorbs more efficiently than store-bought pills. As for preparation, sea cucumber is usually rehydrated and gently simmered with herbs or broth. Slow cooking helps it maintain its signature gelatinous texture, a sign that it's still packed with collagen. For seniors wanting to protect their joints, improve skin elasticity, and support long-term mobility, adding sea cucumber to your diet once or twice a week could make a noticeable difference. It might not be something you see in every kitchen, but don't let that stop you. The unique benefits of sea cucumber are worth seeking out, especially for older adults looking for natural ways to support comfort, strength, and graceful aging. Number 3, green-lipped mussels. These vibrant mussels from the shores of New Zealand might not be on every menu, but they're one of the most overlooked nutritional powerhouses for seniors. What makes them special is their unique blend of omega-3 fatty acids, especially ETA, a rare form that's even more potent than the more common EPA and DHA found in typical fish oil. ETA specifically works by blocking an enzyme called 5-lipoxygenase, which is known to spark inflammation in the joints. That makes green lip mussels remarkably effective at easing pain, reducing stiffness, and calming swelling, particularly in joints like the knees and hips that tend to suffer most with age. In fact, a 2020 study published in Nutrients showed that seniors who took green-lipped mussel extract daily for 12 weeks experienced a 42% reduction in joint discomfort and a 35% boost in physical function. And it's not just the joints. These mussels are also loaded with essential minerals like zinc, selenium, iron, and iodine, which many older adults struggle to absorb efficiently, especially those with thyroid or fatigue-related issues. When it comes to preparation, keep it simple. Steam green lip mussels gently with garlic, fresh parsley, and a splash of lemon juice. Avoid frying or heavy sauces, which can destroy their beneficial compounds. The flavor is subtly sweet and earthy, and the health benefits are miles ahead of anything you'll find in a supplement bottle. If you want a tasty way to support mobility and overall vitality, these mussels are a smart and satisfying choice. And before we move on, if you've been finding this information helpful, take a moment to hit that like button. Subscribe and tap the bell icon so you never miss out on more senior-focused health tips coming your way. Number 2, oysters. If you're over 60 and dealing with low energy, brittle nails, thinning hair, or slow recovery, oysters might be the secret weapon you've been missing. These ocean gems are more than just a delicacy. They're nature's original multivitamin, sealed in a shell. What makes them so valuable for seniors is their unbeatable concentration of bioavailable zinc. Just 2 medium-sized oysters can deliver more than 100% of your daily zinc requirement, and that's a bigger deal than you might think. Zinc plays a crucial role in keeping your immune system strong, healing wounds, supporting testosterone levels, and even maintaining mental clarity. But here's the catch. As you age, your body absorbs zinc less efficiently, and deficiency becomes surprisingly common. A study in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that 4 out of 10 adults over 60 were zinc deficient without even realizing it, leaving them vulnerable to infections, poor wound healing, and even the loss of taste and smell. Oysters don't stop at zinc. They're also an excellent source of vitamin B12, a nutrient vital for nerve protection and energy production, both of which decline significantly with age. According to a 2021 study from the Journal of Nutrition and Healthy Aging, seniors with low B12 levels were 73% more likely to experience cognitive decline. Even better, just 3 ounces of oysters give you more B12 than a full-size steak. They're also rich in selenium, a trace mineral that protects the thyroid and supports your immune defenses. What sets oysters apart from other seafood, though, is their impressive copper content. Copper may not be on most seniors' radar, but it plays a key role in building collagen, forming red blood cells, and maintaining bone strength. In a long-term European study, seniors with higher copper intake had 18% fewer fractures over 5 years, a significant edge in preserving mobility and independence. But we're not done yet. One last seafood tops the entire list. It's not a fish, and it's not something you'll usually find on a restaurant menu. This ancient marine remedy has been used in traditional healing for generations, and now modern science is catching up. Research shows it helps rebuild joints, heal the gut, stimulate collagen, and ease inflammation. And chances are, most seniors have never even tried it. Number 1, sea moss. Here it is. The most powerful marine food for anyone over 60 isn't a fish, crustacean, or traditional shellfish. It's sea moss, also known as Irish moss. This unassuming marine plant is finally getting the scientific recognition it deserves. For older adults, it's one of the most complete natural sources of strength, flexibility, and vitality available today. Sea moss is packed with more than 90 trace minerals. That means it delivers nearly every essential mineral your body needs, from magnesium and potassium to sulfur, selenium, and iron, all in a bioavailable form your aging body can actually absorb. But what truly sets it apart? Sea moss is loaded with the building blocks your body uses to make collagen. It doesn't contain collagen itself, but it's rich in vitamin C, sulfur, and the amino acid proline, all key ingredients in your body's collagen production process. And collagen is the glue that holds your skin, joints, and gut together. After 60, your collagen production slows dramatically. That's why you start noticing stiffer knees, looser skin, slower healing, and more digestive troubles. A 2022 study published in Marine Drugs found that seniors who took sea moss daily improved joint mobility by 37% and reduced skin dryness by 29% in just 8 weeks. And they did it without relying on synthetic pills or lab-made powders. Let's talk digestion. Sea moss contains mucilage, a special form of soluble fiber that coats and soothes the digestive tract. It helps calm inflammation, repair microscopic damage to the gut lining, and feeds the beneficial bacteria your body depends on for absorbing nutrients. That means better digestion, stronger immunity, and even sharper mental clarity. If you're dealing with bloating, reflux, or sluggish appetite, sea moss can gently bring relief. One 2021 clinical trial showed it reduced digestive discomfort by more than 50% in seniors after just 1 month of consistent use. What makes sea moss truly remarkable is how many systems it supports at once. It feeds your thyroid with iodine. It supports your heart by balancing sodium and potassium. It fuels collagen to protect your skin and joints. And it even helps your lungs. Many users report clearer breathing within 2 weeks, likely due to its antiviral and anti-inflammatory properties. To prepare it, rinse raw sea moss thoroughly and soak it in clean water for 12 to 24 hours. Once it softens and expands, blend it into a gel. Add it to smoothies, warm teas, or soups. Never boil it. Keep it warm to preserve its full nutritional punch. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons a day can lead to significant improvements in how you feel, move, and even look. And the best part? It's gentle, plant-based, and easy to digest, perfect for sensitive senior systems. So if you're going to keep just one seafood in your kitchen, let it be sea moss. It's not glamorous and it's not mainstream, but it's one of the most nourishing, healing foods you can give your body in your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Now you know what's on your plate can either protect your joints or quietly tear them down. After 60, your body doesn't bounce back the way it used to. Every choice matters. Foods like squid, imitation crab, scallops, and shrimp may seem healthy, but inside your body, they can raise cholesterol, strain your gut, trigger inflammation, and quietly increase your risk of chronic disease. The good news? You have options. Sea cucumber, green-lipped mussels, oysters, and sea moss give your body the tools it needs to heal. These aren't miracle cures. They're scientifically supported foods that help rebuild what aging wears away. Your bones, skin, gut, energy, and immune resilience. Before you go, don't just scroll past. Watch this again if you need to. Share it with someone over 60 who still thinks shrimp is the healthy choice. And now we'd love to hear from you. Which seafood surprised you most today? Have you tried sea moss? Did you notice any changes? Leave your answer in the comments. We're reading and replying to all of them. And if you found this helpful, hit that subscribe button. We've got more honest, science-based tips for senior health coming your way every single week. See you in the next one, and thanks so much for watching.